Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday we sort of kept tagging levels to the upside, and there are quite a few levels that have broken on the daily, which are fairly significant right now, and it's something that we need to pay attention to. But we're also at a level now which is fairly strong. Okay, so just to recap, first with this trend line, we got the breakthrough yesterday, and we pretty much closed above it. Okay, so for me, this trend has potentially changed, but I still want to see a new high. And there's my last new high, so I want to see us get above that, and ideally I want to be above that high there. Okay, and that would give me the confirmation on the daily that the trend has changed. At this stage, I'm still looking for a short entry, even though we have broken through here, because I'm expecting a pullback to come and test this break, and if that pullback is successful, then I'll change my tune on the daily. Okay, so that pullback will also come back and test 200 EMA. Right, so while we here, let's just get some of these levels in. So this is the level that we're at now. Right, swing across to the left, you can see a couple of tails, and I pointed this out yesterday. There are quite a few tails at that level, and we also have a weekly level here, which is pretty much in the same area that we are. You can see there, over there, and there. Okay, so, and if I drill down to lower time frames, you'll see there'll be smaller levels around this area as well. Okay, so that's the one thing. The next thing is we have this Brooks gap here on the daily, which is right over there. Now we're fairly close to that. All right, so if we start looking at the lower time frames to see what we have, you can see we've had that rally. We broke through this triangle here, had a pretty violent acceleration, tested the trend line, broke through. We've come back and tested it on the 3 hour with this one bar, and then we've gone back up. Okay, we are now coming up to the 200 EMA, which is also the daily Brooks gap. Okay, so for me right now, this has been a fairly strong trend. We've gone into a channel, and let me just highlight the channel here. Okay, we've gone into a bit of a channel, potentially a double top scenario brewing at the moment. Oscillators all grouped to the upside. We're at a fairly strong level, and we have another very strong level just above it. Okay, so this is not an area that I'd be looking for longs. So either looking to take profit, or I'm looking for a reason to get short. Okay, if I look at that and I put a stop above the previous high, that's 160 points to this high. Now, being Thursday, we've got a lot of data coming through today, or this afternoon, on the US markets. But if we look at the hour, you can see that currently the trend is up. We're going to have to break through these fractal levels to the downside for this trend to change. Okay, now, either way, it's still not an area that I'm looking for a long entry. Okay, I really want to see a pullback. Even if you look at this channel, if we break down through the channel, we're pretty much only looking at the height of the channel, which is pretty much something like, so we break through here. We break through a little bit further on today. That will bring us back into testing this trend line, and that is what I'd be looking for an entry long. Okay, so a couple of scenarios here. On the daily, the trend is still down, so we should be looking for a short entry. If we look at the 3 hour, trend is currently up. We've had a reversal, and we should be looking for an entry long. So a little bit of confusing scenario at the moment, but what you need to do is just pick a time frame that you want to trade and trade accordingly. Okay, so just coming right down to the 12 minute. Actually, let's just keep it to the 30-minute. So you can see there are sellers already accumulating here. Okay, they're kind of accumulating in the middle of nowhere. So I would really anticipate that 25,593 is the area that should get tagged this morning. And then maybe a bit of sideways consolidation or a move to the downside. So if you move down to the 30-minute or the 12-minute, you'll pretty much get a view of what's happening. You'll see whether the oscillator group's the downside, and we've got a move where they cross far apart here on the stochastics. Okay, or you're going to see a grouping on the lower time frames. You can see there was a grouping to the upside, we gap down, grouping to the downside, oscillated down, and crossed over, and we rallied. Okay, so difficult one to call for a long term, but we also do have non-farm payrolls on Friday. So I do suspect we're going to be the volatility is going to continue with pretty much very little direction until Friday. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Yeah, if we're trading the hour, we're looking for an entry long. We don't want to break through these previous lows, so these two fractals. So we do that. We're breaking out of the channel, and then I would expect a move to the downside. Okay, and the other thing is I'm not expecting a long entry up here, and the warning bell here is that we have a daily level here, which is a realistic area where sellers would step in to drive the price down on the daily. So those long-term traders that are trading the daily patterns are looking at that as an entry for a short because the trend is down on the daily, and then your lower time frame traders are already anticipating that we've had a change in direction. Okay, so moral of the story is keep those stops tight and trade a single time frame. Don't get caught up in trying to trade the daily and then moving down to the 5 minutes or the 12 minutes or something to trade, because that's just going to burn you. Okay, so for the intraday, I'm looking for sellers to step in around here. Okay, it'll be worth a little a short scalp. If we do start breaking below these levels, and these levels are, the first one of interest is going to be 25,430, and then the next one of interest will be 25,380, and then the last one, and if we do drop below that, there's not going to be much that's going to stop it, and that will be 25,338. Okay, so anyway, that's my preference at the moment. I am expecting sellers to step in over here and a move down, and then I'm expecting some kind of support along one of these levels to get the long going. If the data is negative today and we've got non-farm payrolls that is negative, then you can pretty much guarantee yourself that this is going to fall quite drastically, because then focus will be on the trade war again. Whereas currently the Fed's injected some life into the market on Tuesday. Okay, so that's kind of my my view at the moment. I'm anticipating a little bit of a sell-off here, and I will be looking at a short scalp with a small position, pretty much off 25,593 or 25,600, somewhere around there. I'm expecting sellers to step in. Okay, this is just a classic setup at the moment. Strong trend into a channel, and then some kind of an exhaustion bar, but I don't see an exhaustion bar at the moment. We're coming up to a level which would be good enough for me, and then to look to see whether we're going to get a reversal off there. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm looking to at the moment, and then obviously need to break through these levels, and I don't think I will anticipate a breakthrough. I'll take profits at these levels. If it bounces up, creates a lower high, then I'll take another one to attack the next level, and so we'll continue down until we break through this area of resistance. Okay, so that's my view at the moment. But bear in mind, as I said, on your 3 hour, your 4 hour, your trend is pretty strong to the upside. no reason to be looking for shorts. Okay, I'm just anticipating a move off the daily, which just makes sense to me at the moment. It's also this diversion that's brewing on the daily: high, lower high. Okay, and if you look at the 4-hour, you've got a strong grouping of all your oscillators. You've got diversions here. You've got a fairly strong level that we're coming up to. Okay, and 3-hour, you've got another level coming up to, grouping of all the oscillators. 1-hour, grouping of the oscillators, and we have levels as well. Okay, so that's kind of what my view is. Anyway, guys, if we do find support down here, there'll be a fairly interesting level to be long again. But for now, I think this is looking a little tired. Anyway, I hope that helps, and I will catch you guys later. Cheers for now.